Hello everyone, this is JPL back for another vlogging as Magic, and this is gonna be college week 45. It's actually past that, but you know I'm not in classes, so I'm just calling this week 45 just to get up to date on the timestamp. At this point I finished classes, I finished with exams, and yeah. I passed all my classes, have some pretty good grades, some better than others, but I passed, and that's the important part in the education system, is that you pass. So the last time I spoke, what happened? I talked about being in the play and all that, but since then, not too much has happened, life-wise. That's a lie, actually. We had Thanksgiving break, and I'm now on Christmas break, wearing the same sweater I believe I wore last year, and so, yeah, right now, I'm dealing with a lot of emotional garbage that's been building up in me for a while now. There's lots of things that I want to change about my life. Things that I'll talk about more in my New Year's update. But for now, it's just like, right now, the way my life is right now, it's very unhealthy. Some of the things I have, and it needs some big changes with my direction and how I am to do things. And it's not a change that can happen overnight, that I wish it could happen. But because life is a bit more complicated than that, I just don't know. So, I talked to a friend, and I've been dealing with a form of addiction for about 7 years now, since I was just a teenager, and you know, it was a sin. And so I talked to my friend about this, the first person I ever told about my addiction problem, and I felt good about it. I feel good about admitting to it, but the problem is still there. It's not been defeated. But it's a step closer, and there's still a lot of steps left to take. It's going to be a long journey for me to deal with these issues. I have some I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to become somewhat depressed, psychologically. Not like I'm not down all the time. It's just I'm down all the time, but while I'm not really down all the time, I've been having trouble sleeping for the past few nights. I'm staying up late, and I don't know why that is. I don't know. I guess I have a lot on my mind, because right now is a very big point in my life where there's a lot of changes going on. Pretty soon now, my parents are going to be going back to Ecuador, and I'm going to be on my own. I have my sister, which, it's fine, but I need to learn to be independent and be able to provide for myself. I got my driver's license. That's another thing that happened. It happened a few days ago. I got my driver's license, so I can drive a car on my own, so hooray for that. During the past few weeks, there was the 3-year anniversary of the passing of Connell, or my friend Trey, and I didn't do a video about that. I wanted to, but I was busy with a project I had to do, so I worked on that. But during that time, I had a Skype call with a group of my friends, and we talked all day long. It was a 3-day event thing where I just said, hey, let's just do this for 3 days with a big group call, and we did that. It was fun. Got to catch up with a lot of friends, and we just need to be more friend-like. This past week, I had a friend, my friend from Jonathan, who was in a play that worked on last year. He came over to my house, and we spent some time, watched some stuff. Ruby did reactions to that, and that was fun. I'm very alone. That's one of my emotional issues, my struggles. Is that I'm so alone that it's just eating up inside me. I don't have close friends. Not like it was in Ecuador, where we lived close by and we would do everything together, and we had big experiences. And like close friends where you can truly confide in. So the person that I talked to, her name is Ashland. She's a person that I can confide in, but we're not close friends where we do a lot of things together. It's just we talk about things, and I felt like she was the person that I could talk about my problem with. So there's that. And then there's my other friends, but the problem is that we don't get to see each other a whole lot because we all have different classes, we all have different schedules, so I don't know how to coordinate social life and school life, because to be honest, I have no social life. My friend coming over to my house this past week, that was the first time after all this time I've been able to do that. I don't have friends. I have people that I know, people that I'm semi-close. I mean, I can somewhat confide in them, that we talk and have fun talking, but I don't have meaningful friends that I can last a lifetime, friends that after college will we still connect. That's the type of friends that I need in my life. And also I've been dealing with the loneliness of not having just a meaningful relationship, like a dating relationship, romantic relationship, the desire to have a wife, a fiance, to have kids. I'm still very young. So I'm not too concerned about all of this, but it's a desire that we as human beings have to not be alone. I want a best friend for life. I do. It's just difficult just getting the right mindset, because you gotta consider a lot of things, like your physical appearance. We shouldn't judge people by physical appearance, when we say that, but we still do sometimes. And it's a big thing. I don't really feel ashamed about my physical appearance, but I do feel like I have a responsibility to be healthy, which I've not been, and I should work on that. There was another big thing that I wanted to talk about. I don't remember what it was. Let me see the time on this video here. Okay, we're not too bad. Let me fix things. I know this is very unprofessional of me to do, but I'm doing this anyway. Another big struggle is, and this is the biggest struggle for me right now, is about my future, what it is I'm gonna do. I'm currently a theater performance major, but this is my 4th semester I'm going into. I've not had any acting parts, only backstage work. And there was like a whole audition thing where you can continue working this program officially. And I didn't pass that. I can do it 2 more times. And the second time around, It's gonna come up in March, but I just don't know if I can do it. If I can pass it, because I didn't pass it the first time. I've taken all the prerequisite classes, and like there's nothing different happening. I guess the mindset of how I do this and just doing it better is one thing, but it's just like if I didn't pass the first time and I'm not getting any parts, how do I still do this? And then I question, do I even want this if I'm able to? Do I even want to do this? Because here's the question. What am I going to do with a theater performance major? You know, as much as I would love to be a professional actor, it's not an easy gig because there's lots of restrictions that I would have to put myself on. Being a follower of Christ, I want to set an example in my life that inspires others, and I can't do that and be the open Christian, the open actor who kisses all the girls, who does all the sensual scenes, who does all the swearing, and, you know, he has the excuse of saying, well, it's not me that says this, it's my character. Well, it's actually you, through your character, that's doing this. Or the character through you doing this. You can't excuse this, you know. You think God is gonna, you know, excuse it by saying, it's like, oh, you swore and you did all of this stuff, and your excuse was because of your character. That doesn't excuse it. You're still actively going against it, even though you don't believe it. What you believe and how you do it are two things that have to work together. Otherwise, you're doing a horrible job here. So yeah, so I've been just looking into just whatever. If I don't pass the performance, then I can get a general theater education, which I don't know, because I kind of want to do performance, but I don't want to just go the normal route. You know, I don't really know how I can do this, because it's difficult, because, you know, as a kid your life is planned out. You go through school, you go through high school, and you go through college. That is the only plan you have in life. You do that, and you do what makes you happy. I've done that, but there's still not enough. There's still more you have to do. I need, it's so much trouble. It's so much where I was like, I don't even know what it is I want to do in my life. Like, what is my purpose here? And the reason why this isn't a big emotional issue with me is because I kind of believe that this line of thinking is one huge reason why Trey did what he did. Because I know that before the end, you know, he questioned this thing about what he wanted to do, his abilities, and his role in God's life a lot. And I'm having the same questions. I've not reached that point to get to that whole section, but will I reach that point? I really don't want to. I don't want to end up the same way as him. But I'm kind of worried that the way things are in my life, I'm going to be alone, and loneliness is a killer. It is a killer. And I don't like it. You know, there's so much going on in life here, you know. It's not simple. It's bloody difficult, and I don't know. I'm considering getting a religion minor, which I think is good for me. You know, so I can do this, be closer to God, learn more. It'd be good for me. Because I do love Bible classes. They're one of my favorite classes. But I don't know. I don't want to be a pastor. Because I don't feel called to do that. I feel called to... I don't know. That's the whole thing. I've been living with my sin for so long and ignoring God for so long that I just don't know what He sounds like to me anymore. And it's difficult. This year, I've made great strides to be closer to God, but I am still short. So yeah, that's my situation now. I hope that in the future I can get my stuff dealt with. I can help with my issues. So yeah, that's what I got. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.